I chose to interview my grandpa with Alzheimer's, but since he has Alzheimer's and would have trouble answering the questions, I had to ask my grandma the questions about my grandpa. John, my grandpa, who has Alzheimer's, has had this disease since he was about 80 years old and has now had it for about 10 years. The most interesting fact I found while interviewing is that when my grandpa has said and when my grandma has said there can be good and bad days with John's memory. Some days he will remember everything and everyone, and some days the memory will be totally gone and not remember anything or anyone. Overall, throughout this interview, I learned a lot, but the main thing I learned about the Alzheimer's disease is that there's a lot more that tags along with the disease than just memory loss. Some questions I'd asked my grandma was, what types of things do you have to do on a regular basis to help my grandpa? My grandma said every day varies, but mostly helping him bathe and getting in and out of bed is a typical daily basis. Another question I asked my grandma was it a big adjustment to get used to with my grandpa getting diagnosed with Alzheimer's? My grandma replied and said yes, it was a very big adjustment for both of us to get used to. Overall, this was a great learning opportunity, and I learned a lot about the Alzheimer's disease and what all entails with the disease. I'm also very glad I had the opportunity to interview and research about a family member of mine so I could know and learn more about what they're going through and been through with the Alzheimer's disease.